D-PWF-DS-23 exam practice questions are available in the video for you to study. Which protocol is commonly used for accessing NAS file systems in PowerFlex? ASMB, Server Message Block. BSSH, Secure Shell. CFTP, File Transfer Protocol. DSMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. The answer is A. In PowerFlex, when working with NAS file systems, the SMB protocol is commonly used to enable file sharing across a network, especially in Windows environments. SMB allows clients to read, write, and request services from server programs in a computer network. SSH is used for secure remote command line access. FTP is for transferring files, not mounting file systems. SMTP is for email. A cluster was recently expanded from 4 to 8 nodes. What system resiliency improvement can now be made? A. Installation of CloudLink to protect the data. B. Reconfiguration of MDM to a 5-node cluster. C. Activation of instant maintenance mode. The answer is B. When a PowerFlex cluster grows beyond a certain size, commonly more than 4 nodes, it's recommended to reconfigure the Metadata Manager, MDM, into a 5-node cluster for higher resiliency and better fault tolerance. MDM is responsible for managing the metadata and orchestration in the PowerFlex system. A 5-node MDM cluster ensures that a quorum can be maintained even if some nodes fail, improving overall system resilience. CloudLink, A, is for data encryption and protection, not directly for resiliency improvements due to node scaling. Instant Maintenance Mode, C, is used for node maintenance, not for resiliency scaling. What is the primary function of PowerFlex software interfaces? A. Facilitating user authentication. B. Managing virtual machine deployment. C. Simplifying storage and system management. D. Providing hardware diagnostics. The answer is C. The primary function of PowerFlex software interfaces, such as PowerFlex Manager, GUI, CLI, and REST APIs, is to simplify the management of storage resources and the overall system. These interfaces allow administrators to configure and monitor storage pools, volumes, and nodes, perform provisioning and protection tasks, manage system health and performance. What is the primary purpose of PowerFlex Foundations? A. Data replication. B. Infrastructure management. C. Performance optimization. D. Application development. The answer is B. PowerFlex Foundations refers to the core architecture and components that support the deployment and operation of a PowerFlex system. Its primary purpose is to enable scalable, resilient, and flexible infrastructure management by integrating storage, compute, and networking resources. Which factor is not typically considered when troubleshooting storage performance issues in a PowerFlex cluster? A. Disk I/O patterns. B. Network bandwidth. C. CPU temperature. D. Memory usage. The answer is C. When troubleshooting storage performance in a PowerFlex cluster, the focus is generally on components that directly impact data flow and processing, such as disk I/O patterns, how data is read, written, network bandwidth, data transfer across nodes, memory usage, buffering, caching, and overall system efficiency. However, CPU temperature is more related to hardware health monitoring than performance tuning. Unless it's causing throttling or hardware failure, it's not typically a primary factor in diagnosing storage performance issues. Which two remote protection configurations are available in PowerFlex Manager? Select 2. A. Pure Systems. B. Snapshots. C. Journal Capacity. D. NDMP. The answer is AC. In PowerFlex Manager, when setting up remote protection for disaster recovery or replication, the two key configurations are A. Pure Systems. This refers to the configuration of remote PowerFlex systems for asynchronous replication, allowing data to be replicated between clusters. C. Journal Capacity. This defines the size of the journal used for tracking changes during replication. It's critical for ensuring data consistency and managing replication performance. Which are two prerequisites for adding volumes using PowerFlex Manager? Select 2. A minimum device free capacity of 200 GB. B. Minimum device free capacity of 240 GB. C. Minimum of 2 SDC nodes. D. Minimum of 3-node MDM cluster. E. Minimum of 3 SDS nodes. The answer is B. When adding volumes in PowerFlex Manager, the system needs certain baseline requirements to ensure proper redundancy, data protection, and functionality. B. Minimum device free capacity of 240 GB. This is required to create a volume that meets minimum size and redundancy requirements, especially when using protection schemes like RAID or replication. E. Minimum of 3 SDS nodes. PowerFlex requires at least 3 storage data servers, SDSs, to enable data striping and fault tolerance. In PowerFlex, what is the benefit of using different deployment models? A. They allow for a variety of networking protocols. B. They offer different levels of system security. C. They cater to diverse scalability and performance needs. D. They change the physical hardware requirements. The answer is C. PowerFlex offers multiple deployment models, such as HCI, hyper-converged infrastructure, 2-layer, and storage only, to support a variety of workload types and infrastructure designs. The benefit of these deployment models is their ability to adapt to different performance, scalability, and resource utilization needs. HCI model for tightly integrated compute plus storage. 2-layer model for separating compute and storage for larger or more flexible environments. What happens to the data stored on the SDSs when a protection domain is inactivated? A. The data is moved to a different protection domain. B. The data remains on the SDSs. C. The data is archived for future use. D. The data is deleted permanently. The answer is B. When a protection domain in PowerFlex is inactivated, it simply becomes unavailable for I/O operations and management, but the data physically remains on the SDSs, storage data servers, within that domain. It is not deleted, moved, or archived automatically. You can later reactivate the protection domain to regain access to the data. A customer wants to generate a troubleshooting bundle of PowerFlex system activity. Which 3 logs does the report generate? Select 3. A. Cloud Link Center. B. Dell PowerSwitch. C. Cloud IQ. D. VMware SG. E. Secure Connect Gateway. The answer is BDE. When generating a troubleshooting bundle in PowerFlex, the report typically collects logs that are crucial for understanding the system's health, performance, and network connectivity. The key logs involved include B. Dell PowerSwitch. Logs related to network switches that handle traffic for the PowerFlex system, helping troubleshoot network connectivity issues. D. VMware SG. Logs from the VMware hypervisor can be useful for identifying issues with virtual machines running on PowerFlex. E. Secure Connect Gateway. This log helps troubleshoot connectivity and access issues between remote locations or clusters, often used for remote management and support.